All systems go. Clear for liftoff.
What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the SHIPIT Nation MLB Quick Hit video for June 6th. We have a 7-game MLB slate that we'll be discussing here on the show. If you have not done so already, please hit the like button and subscribe to this video. Helps us out a ton. Also, head on over shipitnation.com. All our content for this main slate and the PGA Showdown slate and the PGA round 3, round 4 showdown slates, content available for that over at shipitnation.com. So get on over there, check it all out. We have packages, all access, cheapest all-in price in the industry, get PGA only, a lot to be excited about over there. So get on over shipitnation.com. In terms of the 7-game MLB slate, not a ton of weather concerns. Looks like there's going to be some rain in New York, but it's early. And I think we get through it and they're able to play. So maybe a delayed start, but after that, it should be good to go. Screen sharing here on DraftKings. We'll go through. We'll talk some pitchers. Then we'll flip over, talk some offenses, and see what we can find. In terms of the pitching on the slate, pretty straightforward for me. The two top most expensive guys on the slate, Sonny Gray and Hawk, both in really good spots. Boston's facing the White Sox, really good matchup there. And then Sonny Gray is facing Colorado at home. The team total for Colorado is super, super low. I like Sonny Gray. I'll be playing a ton of Sonny Gray. I think it's just a safe option, cash games. GPP Hawk at 9,800. Fine pairing those two together if you can make it work. If you plug those two in, got a little more than $3,800 per spot. You can definitely make it work. So those two will be my highest owned guys. I prefer Gray. Want to get a lot of exposure to him. After that, come down. I'd be fine playing Walker Buehler at 8,700. You know, the results have been somewhat mixed because of that 30 fantasy point game in there, 15 last time out. I think he's a fine option. Hunter Green at home. Big strikeout upside for him. 3 straight 21 or better fantasy point games before kind of falling off against Chicago last time out. And then Pablo Lopez gets a bad matchup against the Yankees. Talent versus matchup. I mean, it's not a good matchup. I'd mix him in for some GPP stuff potentially. If you're looking to save a little bit more, then you go down to Cal Quantrill, 6K flat. Had been pitching really well until last time out against the Dodgers. You can kind of give him the free pass there against the Dodgers. Now against St. Louis, I think he's fine at 6K. Then if you want to go all the way down, Vasquez at 5,600, I think is a fine option. Cheapest pitcher on the slate, 56. If you pair him with Sonny Gray, you're about 4,400 per hitter when you can make a lot work there. So kind of summarize pitching. Sonny Gray, number 1 for sure. Hawk, number 2. I'm fine pairing those two together if you can make it work. Walker Buehler, Pablo Lopez, Hunter Green in the mid-tier, fine options. Then at the bottom, Quantrill, and then Vasquez, 6K and 56 for those guys. So really like the high end though. Sonny Gray for sure. I mean, I wouldn't, if you're doing 150, I think you get a lot of them. Whatever that number is, I think you get a lot. I wouldn't be opposed to potentially locking him in. It's a really good spot for him at home against Colorado's offense, which is not very good. Team total for Colorado right around 3 or below. It's a very low number. He should have a lot of success here tonight. So that's where we're at pitching. Talk through some hitting. We'll go game by game, and we'll follow right along up here at the top. We'll go following that order. Dodgers and the Pirates. Let's see. The Dodgers their team total sitting right above 5. Pretty good matchup here in terms of ownership. They're going to get ownership. It's first game on the slate. People are always excited to just kind of hop in. I think they're definitely a fine option. Mookie Betts, Ohtani, lefty. I'm totally fine with that. I think their whole lineup's going to be in play when it's released, and typically they stick with a very similar lineup day in, day out. Pirates, let's see. Pirates are team total right around 4. Not a ton of interest for me in the Pirates. I do like Walker Buehler, so I'm not going to have many Pirates bats, and the ballpark's just not all that good for hitting anyway, so don't feel real bad about leaving the Pirates off the list. We've got the Braves and the Nationals. Total in this one's 8.5. Team total for the Braves about 4.5, and then right around 4 for the Nationals. I do have interest in the Braves. I think there's 2 teams that get more ownership than them for sure on the slate. It's going to be the Dodgers and Boston, and potentially like even the Reds and Chicago Cubs could have more. I'm fine going to Atlanta here. Again, their offense pretty much top to bottom in play. Obviously not as appealing right now with the injury to Acuna, but still a powerful offense. A lot of guys that can do damage. Ozuna, Riley, Duvall look like the guys that kind of stand out to me. Not opposed to getting some exposure to the Nationals on the 7-game slate, but don't love them. I'd probably be more prone to playing like 3-mans or one-offs, kind of look for the power. Twins, Yankees, not a game I'm really going to go to for offense. Probably similar to what I was just saying with the Nationals. I kind of want to power hunt with the Yankees or 3-mans, and it would be their main dudes: Soto, Judge, Verdugo, Stanton, Rizzo, but probably more 3-man than anything else. Royce Lewis is hot. I think you can play him on the Minnesota side, but I don't think I'll really be full stacking the Twins on the slate. Cubs, Reds, total in this one's 9.5, so big total. Team total for the Cubs, 4.5. Team total for the Reds, right around 5. It's one of those situations with like Hunter Green. I'm not opposed to playing my pitcher, and I'm not opposed to getting some exposure to the Cubs offense. I think the Cubs offense has upside. This ballpark is friendly for hitting, and the total in this one's big. And then the Reds, I think, are definitely a team to look to here against Assad. Ellie De La Cruz, Candelario are the 2 that kind of stand out to me. Rockies, Cardinals, 7.5 total. I really like both these pitchers. This is a game that offensively I will not have any. I mean, you can make the case to play Goldschmidt or Gorman or Arenado, but I don't love it. For me, it's this game's going to be a fade. Red Sox, White Sox, 8.5 total. Team total for Boston, over 5. Team total for White Sox, right around 3. Not playing any White Sox bats today, but the Red Sox are in a good spot on the road. Hitters ballpark. Rafael Devers obviously stands out. If Emmanuel Valdez continues to hit second, I think he's a strong option. Duran is a fine play, leading off most likely tonight. And most of their lineup will be in play when we see it. It's a really good spot for them tonight. Last game on the slate, Arizona, San Diego. Total in this one's 8.5. Moderate interest in San Diego, not a ton in Arizona, but San Diego, team totals right around 4.5. They obviously have some power bats in there that can do damage, but more times than not, their offense kind of disappoints, but I think you can kind of play them. So what we're looking here, it's going to be Boston, Dodgers, Braves, Reds, and then the Cubs will kind of be not sneaky, but Cubs are a team I'm going to be on that I think could be low owned because I anticipate Hunter Green getting some ownership. So that's kind of where we're at on the offensive side. It's a pretty clear slate. I think you want to pay up at pitching more times than not. I like Sonny Gray a ton. And then the offenses, I think there's 5, 6 pretty viable offenses that we can full stack on the slate. So that's a quick breakdown. Obviously, get on over SHIPITNation.com. We'll have our full allotment of content, projections, ownership, core plays, slate plan, stack rankings, everything you need to be successful at DFS. So get on over SHIPITNation.com. Hit the like, subscribe on this video. Appreciate your support. Good luck in your contest tonight.